Welcome my friends, welcome to my review of the fantastic, yeah, it must be a classic BMW R1150RT. Here it is. It is so fantastic and such a great motorcycle, and the engine, it has its own story. I have owned this one for 2 years now, and it has never let me down. It's a 2002 models, if I can remember. When I bought it, I was lucky. It had only gone 18,000 kilometers because of the two proprietarios owners before me. Yeah, we have not used it, but that we are changing in my family. It is out driving almost all the time. If you have one of those here, then you can be happy. We are driving and driving. Yeah, I will say most of them without any problems. It has a dark side though, we have to talk about, but thank God the bright side is the biggest. BMW Uwe have made the boxer engine for almost a century. Yeah, the first motorcycle from BMW Beamers was supplied with a boxer engine, a flat twin, but better known among people as a boxer engine. A boxer engine is where the cylinders box against each other instead of what normal motorbikes always have. Stamps that's going up and down. This one is boxing. The first motorbike we were putting a boxer engine in was the R32, as I remember, in 1923. Since then, we have produced this piece we have between our legs and love so much. And it is driving without problems. Always. Just remember to put oil on it. The engine is air and oil cooled, and deliver 95 brake horses. Cardan, no chain. Cardan. And it is so comfortable. Very. It's one of the still today, even it is a classic, one of the best touring bikes you can own and buy if you can find one who is in good condition. But there's many, and normal people take very good care of their Beamers. The engine have fuel injection. I love this bike. It's the best bike I have ever owned. Here's the place where you are filling oil on. It is normally coming with a normal black tapa, which doesn't close very good and can fall off. And if people want, they can just take it off and fill everything back down in your engine. So I recommend you buy this one here in metal, it costs €20, $20, which is closing very, very good. The oil level you can also see in here in your engine is very easy to, what can you say, check out also. It has two there's a double disc brakes in the front. And one disc brake behind. And of course, the brakes are ABS, the best in the world. I can remember in my old video got a question from a man who have just bought a motorcycle like this one, so I will repeat it in this review. He asked me where to open the seat, so I will even you know it, I will then show it to people who don't know it, because they exist. There's a lock down here under there's a light. You turn it and the seat is free. Under the seat you see the air filter. It's so easy to change, the most easy in the whole world. Another thing is the battery. It's not so easy. It is sitting under the tank. You can also see it in here. Sitting in here. It's not a very good design made of a great company like BMW. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. Many people think they have to remove the tank to come into it. It's not true. It's not true. Mine soon have to have a new battery, and then we will do it together. It's very simple and easy. It just takes a lot of time. Unfortunately, time is the one who steals it. You have to take everything off, mirrors, all the plastic, the bags and everything. After you can fish it out in my side here. The left side, over here under between the tank and the air filter, you just push it, then it's dumping out and in with the other one. So easy peasy, just take time. The fuel capacity on this motorbike is 26 liters. Maybe if you push it a little more, then there can be a half liter more or maybe 1 liter, but it's enough. It drives 300 kilometers on a full tank, so you can drive long, many hours. In the front it has a place for luggage, your wallet, your service book, whatever. It is also made for a radio. If you want to put when there's a radio in, then you have speakers here in the front. It's also nice, but unfortunately, if you do that, then you lose your place here. So I don't want to have music in. Let's hear the sound of a boxer engine from a true BMW. Remember, the engine, my friends, it is a legend in the whole motorcycle world. tell you, even the bike is so big and heavy. It is fantastic easy to control. We have the speed, the kilometer meters. Over here, the RPM. Oh, this beautiful boxer engine. Over here, you see the temperature and how much gasoline you have in your tank. It is certainly a fantastic and very comfortable motorbike and safe to drive on. It has a weight, if you have filled this one up here, your tank, over 300 kilo. I cannot remember if it is 310 kilo or something like that. It must be that. 315, I cannot remember it. So it is heavy. I will say it. I will also go so far to say, if you cannot reach down flat-footed when you sit here on this seat here, yeah, then maybe I would not buy it. Because even it is fantastic stable, and it is very forgiving motorbike. Then if you cannot support it 100% sure, then I would say no. We have one in the family, a nice little sweet Spanish man named Jose. He is short-legged and he cannot drive it. Simply, but that's it. But we have another side. The dark side of the BMW, the Beamers. It goes for all of them, not only this model here. They are expensive. They cost a lot of money. When something goes to pieces on them, the company is very greedy. Very greedy, I will also say. They demand a lot of money for spare parts to your motorbike, and you pay a lot of money for it, new and used, but you also pay a lot of money for it when it goes to pieces. Spare parts cost a fortune, but thank God, it's not many money you have to use on them. They are very stable and drive, as I have said before, without problems. Oh, I forgot to tell you about the top speed on this motorbike here. It is 204, even they're standing 240 that you don't have to count with. It's 204, and no, I have never had it up on 204 kilometers per hour because I like to live, and motorbikes is much more than only driving fast and killing yourself and other people. So no, I keep myself on the speed limit on this one and on my Royal Enfield. Okay, people, I don't hope I have forgot anything. If I have, then write to me in the commentaries. And otherwise, I hope that you liked my little review of the classic, fantastic Tourer, the BMW R1150RT from 2002. And I promise you, I see you soon in the next video. I will be back. Also have an adjustable windscreen. You can move up and down to take the weather wind from here. Okay.